we are faced with a situation where we have to go to war against any of our neighbors. Can we raise an army to defend this country and safeguard the lives, property, and freedom of the Filipino people? I ask the same thing with you as legislators, because that is the essence of your responsibility. Nobody answered the question. TESA was not only an economic project, it's a part of the security of this country. Until today, that is the norm. And I do not know why people want to destroy it. I created that upon the behest of the president then. He sent me around the country to find places in the country that can be developed economically so that we can spread the risk of economic development in case of calamity or in case of a war. And we identified Kasambalangan, which is now Port Irene. We identified Juan. We identified Zamboanga. We identified Antique. We identified several others, so that the economic development of the country is balanced, and if something happens in one place, it will not affect the others. What are you doing today in this country? You're bunching all the development in the western part of the country, put all the money of the people that are starving to pay their taxes in a risky place of this country. In case of war, the western part, western flank of this country will be blockaded. All those investments will go to north, and the people will starve to death. Can you imagine that? That area is the anchor of the safety and national security of the country. To protect it, we have no enemy that can attack us from the east. We have no, our enemies may come from the south, from the southwest, from the west, from the northwest, and none in the east and the north. So when we do our things as legislators, I'm leaving you. I might be dead tomorrow. I will not care, but you have to care about your children and grandchildren. You must always think of country first. How to provide them with their livelihood and how to keep them safe from other countries. Every country around us is our enemy, potential enemy. No exception. And that's why, may I beg those who have in their minds to destroy CESA, please stop it. There is a purpose for CESA. Until today, that purpose is being pursued. That's all the message that I want to leave you.
Thank you, sir. Rest assured that every member of this committee will bear in mind that country first. Yun din po ang aming pinaglalaban dito, that we will be fighting for this country. This is the only country that we have. And basically, napag-usapan po yung CESA, the APAB, and the APECO. And now we will be, actually, medyo hindi na po siya germane doon sa pinag-uusapan natin sa PAGCOR. But we have seen that the IGL, which is the interactive gaming license that was issued by CESA, is just a part of the whole economic package of CESA and all other economic zone. And thereby, the Yeah, which is highly regulated and territorial. With that, we agree with the good senator the purpose of trying to scatter the economic zone in the different part of the country. But our discussion will only focus on the ills of these POGOs. And if the CESA and all other economic zone have a good template on how to do it, then it is incumbent upon us and upon you to discuss it thoroughly for us to understand how it work. You know? And yes, I follow your statement, Madam Katrina. And with your indulgence, I think we need your expertise. No? And we will see. Along the way, we will see if there are some violations or there are some perfection of the actual operation. Then we will be guided accordingly. So, Madam Senator Juan Ponce Enrile, we know your vision, and we are very thankful. And with this, I think I will be asking the members what is the sentiment of our members with regards to the presence of our good senator.
Chairman.
Yes, Deputy Speaker Albano, please.
Thank you, Chairman Dan. First and foremost, magandang umaga. Mr. Senator, you are our idol in Region 2, coming from Isabela. You are our true leader there, and we always follow what you say. Bilib po ako sa sinabi nyo dahil totoo po yung sinabi nyo, yung CESA po is a very important hub and industry for the Philippines and especially for Region 2. And we need your expertise po. At alam ko po, God will grant you more years to come to guide not only the legislature but the Philippines, because CESA is bringing a lot of benefits, not only in billions as Secretary Katrina has stated, but because it also involves the many jobs that have been given to Region 2, especially Cagayan and Isabela.
Mission, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir, you're recognized.
Nung dumating dito ang mga Amerikano, paano nila na-capture itong Pilipinas? Dinakade nilang Manila Bay. Sino yung admiral ng Espanya, hindi makagalaw.
Diwi.
Kung magkagerra at i-blockade ang magmula sa Palawan hanggang sa pasukin ang Pilipinas, anong puerto ang open para umandar ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas?
CESA po.
Wala.
CESA.
Maybe if you can develop something in the Bicol region to access the Pacific. CESA is the most strategic port for this country. That area from Pagudpod all the way to Kasiguran in Isabela, that portion is an area that can support 50 million Filipinos economically. That's how important that is. And there is no one that can attack it. And that is why we have to develop that as a place to repair our government and our people, some of them, in case of war. In fact, even the Japanese who invited us, who invaded us, thought of that place as an exit point. They knew what they were doing. We Filipinos, we do not know what we want. We do some things without any purpose. My God, when you build the country, you have to build the economy, you have to build the system to safeguard that economy. That is what China is doing now. They had the time line. Be rich until 2001, develop your military until 2030, prepare for war from 30 to 50 and conquer the world. That is their purpose.